A woman stopped at a gas station to refuel her car. As she was about to pay for the gas, she noticed a strange red line drawn at the entrance. She didn't think much of it and went inside, only to find the store completely empty. The shelves were lined with items typically used for rituals or offerings. As she stood there, unsure of what to do, a figure appeared. Before she could react, an old lady was suddenly pulled away by a young girl. Feeling uneasy, the woman, whose name was Lauren, decided to leave. But just as she turned, a man she didn't recognize appeared behind her, speaking in a language she couldn't understand. Hastily, she paid for the gas and left the station. She then drove to a large, isolated house where she was scheduled for a job interview to work as a caregiver. However, she failed to notice that the gate to the property also had the same strange red line painted on it. The house exuded an eerie vibe, with an empty rocking chair gently swaying on its own. Upon entering the house, Lauren was greeted by a chilling statue standing in a dimly lit hallway. As she made her way through, she reached the backyard, where she saw the lady of the house cutting her husband's hair. A man approached Lauren and introduced himself. His name was Luke, a real estate attorney. He explained that he had placed the ad in the newspaper on behalf of the family. The husband of the household was severely paralyzed and didn't have much time left, so they were in need of a caregiver. Lauren, a hospice worker, had recently lost her previous client and saw the job listing in the newspaper. Although the house was in a remote location, the offer of free meals, accommodations, and a weekly salary of $1,000 was too good to pass up. Before taking the job, Lauren had told her best friend about it, and they spent a fun night out at a bar. Early the next morning, she set off on the long journey to the house. Upon arrival, she noticed that the lady of the house seemed hesitant about hiring her, as if she had other plans in mind. But with Luke's persuasion, she reluctantly agreed to bring Lauren on as the new caregiver. Luke explained that the husband had fallen from the attic a month ago, leaving him in his current condition. Lauren returned home to pack her belongings and briefly said goodbye to her best friend before heading back to the house. While settling into her room, she noticed there were no mirrors anywhere, not even in the bathroom, where the mirror had been removed entirely. She shrugged it off and got straight to work. When Lauren approached the bedridden man for the first time to adjust his blanket, he suddenly grabbed her wrist tightly. His lifeless eyes stared intensely into hers, as if he were desperately trying to convey something important.